What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be reorganizing all of these figures. This is $100, 100 plus figures, over $3,000 in value. And here's what we're going to be working with. We have all of these shelves, these ones here, and up here we have this whole display. We have a few monster arts up here. Here's my Hedorah display, Shin Godzilla, Haya Skullcrawler, along with a monster arts Gigan, 2021 display, and this is a Yuji Sakai statue. Here, let me just get some stuff set up on my other monitor. Okay, we're all set up. Here we go. So I guess the only place to start is at the beginning. We could start at the Showa era, which the first movie is Godzilla 1954. So here is a 1954 figure. We just go ahead, put this right up here. So what I'm thinking is we could do the Showa era here, and then we could do the Heisei era here, Millennium here, and oh yeah, here's the Godzilla Tech Decks. We can do Millennium here, and this, because usually what happens when I organize my Godzilla shelves is these shelves aren't big enough to house all of these figures. So there's usually some bleed over, so we could have two of these shelves be for the Millennium or Heisei era, depending on how crowded it gets in those, because I am trying to let some of my figures breathe. I just cleared off all these spots for the Monster Arts line to breathe. Hopefully, we can make some space for the Bandai Movie Monster Series. So if we move down here, we've got all these shelves. I'm thinking the Monsterverse goes on the bottom. I don't know, though. Really depends. So let's just get started. We're going to put the Showa era on that shelf, and that starts with 1954. So we got to look in here for 1954. Here we go. This is the NECA 1954. It's honestly a great figure. We step up here, and there he goes. He's going to be right in this corner right here. There he goes. Look at him. Should we do any cool posing or something? I feel like that's pretty good, right? That's all right. I am going to try to get some lighting so we can put up here so at night when like the lights are off, like if the lights were off, you can't really see them very well. But if we get some LEDs going right there, there's an outlet down there that we could just go ahead and plug right into. And then right here, next up is another 1954, because I have two of these for some reason. So I think this would be good to leave these up here. These are kind of just situated up here at a good angle so far. And then we have a Bandai 1954. That's from the Movie Monster series as well. That works well right there, I think. I think this is looking all right. I think we could better orient this, though, because we do have a lot of figures to go. We're going to need a little bit of space. So let's just start right here. That's pretty good so far, I think. Let's just let's go back down here. What figure should we go ahead and line up next? I think, whew. So we have a few options. So we could just continue with the 54s, or we can move on to the next movie in the franchise, which would be just some other Showa movies. So what I have here is the Bandai Dream 5 box. So I have a Kamacuras in here. I have a Ghidorah Showa. There's Showa Ghidorah. I feel like he would go very well next to all these Godzillas. And this little green block here is for Kamacuras and Ebra, the figures that just can't stand up very well. That just looks great next to all the Godzillas. He really pops there. And I'm leaving a little bit of room right in the front here, just so later we can get some smaller figures up front. That really makes it look good. So yeah. Also, I hope you all are having a good day. Welcome into the stream if you just got here. Um, so after that, we have so much to go, but this is going to be so long. So I think we just need to get some work done here. I think even though this Mothra is technically a Heisei figure, that would look just great above all this. I don't really have any stands or anything though, so I don't know exactly how this would work. But that looks great. If we can get like the big five Toho monsters up there, that'd be cool. Mechagodzilla would work well there too. I think my problem is that all of these are just so crumpled up into one spot. I think we should just lay them all out on the floor into their different eras, so then we could properly organize them. Because if we do it like this, I'm gonna have to dig through every time, and that's not gonna be very efficient at all. So I think we should just start organizing a little bit. Here's a rubber Godzilla from Playmates. He's quite fun. He is quite fun. So let's just get the Monsterverse going right there. Here's a Playmates Ghidorah. This figure's a great bang for your buck. He's basically at all the targets and everything. He's all around, and he's just an awesome looking figure for what, $12 I think he costs. So the next up is the Reiwa era. That's like Shin Godzilla -1, the Japanese modern movies. We just get that set up right there. And then we can move on to some other stuff. Like I think technically oh I think the Gemstone short films also fit into this little category of Reiwa. And I'm not even sure what we're going to do about all these coloring books and comics and everything. We also have a bunch of Funko Pops. I think all the Funko Pops should go together on one shelf. I don't know though. Hmm. Yeah, let's just keep organizing. Oh, he's missing a tail. That's probably in here somewhere. We'll just come back to that. Here is Final Wars Ghidorah, or Hedorah, excuse me. That can just go here. We're going to organize that and do its own little category. Another Hedorah figure. I have a lot of Hedoras. What's your guys' favorite Godzilla monster? Just curious. There's a beautiful Shin Godzilla right there. I got this in Japantown. This thing is awesome. That can go right there with the Reiwa era. I think I might set up the camera. Just count me down 30 seconds. I'll be right back. My apologies. I am back. Oop. There we go. I'm just getting a camera stand so we can set this up properly. There we are. Here we go. So now that this is set up, I can just comfortably, like there. That's perfect. That's perfect. So now I can just comfortably organize all these. So we'll have this be the show era. There's a really cool Godzilla. I picked that up on eBay recently. And what else we got going? We got a show of Gigan. Movie Monster Series. That's a beautiful figure as well. Ooh, here's an interesting one. Here is the Summer Edition Bandai Movie Monster Series Hedorah. That's an interesting figure for just on the reason that it is so colorful. Look at that. And light shines through it just absolutely beautifully. If you've ever seen that or held a light behind it, it's just great. So then what do we got? Ooh, here is the Millennium Era Monster X right there. I'm just going to start blitzing through these because we really don't have. This is going to take all day if I go through each one. If you have a question about a specific figure, just feel free to ask it in the chat. I am checking chat every now and then. How's you guys' day been so far today? Oh, would you look at that? I found the tail to this guy. Maybe I shouldn't prop the camera up. Maybe I should just carry it around. Yeah, I think that'd be better. Here we go. So then we have a MonsterVerse, Mechagodzilla. That's going right with the MonsterVerse. And we have a Mechagodzilla sitting. That can just go right here with the Showa era. Welcome in. How's you guys' day going today? We have a Jet Jaguar from Playmates. And if you're just tuning into the stream, we're just organizing them by their eras so we can put them on the shelves. Here's a Heisei Mothra. I don't really have a Heisei pile going, do I? We could just put this over here. That's the Super 7 Destroyer. Here we go. Mothra could just rest on his back there. That's fine. Let's keep going with this -1. That goes in the Reiwa era. Down here. Here is a banger figure. This is I actually don't know how to properly pronounce his name. Forgive me. But this is an awesome figure. This is from the Mothra Leo series. And this thing's worth over $120. I really just love this figure. Next up, we got a Bera. He's going to go right down there. Angus. Right back here. Gigan. He's got to go down there. Manila. Hello, Manila. We've got Ultraman going. Where does Ultraman go? Let's make a separate little Ultraman pile going. We've got -1 again. Hedora again. Another -1. How surprising. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. Baragon. He gets down here. I think that's a Marmot Baragon, actually. Here's the big Kahuna Godzilla. He's huge. Here we go with the Batra. He's going to go right in that little Heisei pile. Ooh, and then we got the Gabra. This is a very hard figure to get. He's $60+ And if we're going back in here, we've got Megalon. It's going right in the show era. We've got Godzilla 2000. He's a beautiful figure, isn't he? He's got the tag on and everything. He's going down to the Millennium era. Here we go. This is a MonsterVerse Mothra, again by Playmates. It's going back down here. Oh, sorry, Rubber Godzilla, you got knocked over. Here is the sitting Ben Presto Space Godzilla. He's going in there with his hair as well. Here is another Hedorah. Hedorah is my favorite kaiju, if you're wondering. Here is the Titan Tech Godzilla 2021. He's going right down there. Here's Bandai Movie Monster Series King Caesar. He's going right over here. Here's the Gemstone Godzilla. He's going right down there in the Millennium era. Here is the Movie Monster Series Kiryu. Wow, look at him. He's a pretty figure, isn't he? Let's go down, put him right in the Millennium era. I just don't know what we're going to do about these comics. Like, where are we going to put those? Because we have all these shelves here. But I have actually nowhere to put those. Here's the Movie Monster Series Batra. That's going to go down here in our little Heisei pile for now. What we're doing right now, if you guys are just tuning into the stream, is we are organizing every one of these little Godzilla figures by their era, so we can then put them on these shelves here. We already started up with the Showa era here. We got some 54s. We got a Showa Ghidorah. How are you guys doing today? There's two Millennium Hedorahs. Ooh. Here we go. Here's the Odo Island Godzilla -1. Here is the Godzilla Evolved by Playmates. I think this is the one that the Rubber Godzilla envelops. He lives in the Rubber Godzilla. Here's the Movie Monster Series Mothra. Where's this going? This is Heisei era. So you're going right down there. Ooh, here's a beautiful figure. This is the Movie Monster Series Kaiser Ghidorah. This is a very expensive figure too. Here's the NECA Godzilla, the Biogoji. And here's some Ultraman Kaiju. Here's the Red King. Here's Belial. These can go right over here into our little Ultraman corner. And as you see, we do have a lot of smaller Godzillas. We're going to deal with these at the end. Ooh, look at that. Cherry Jet Jaguar. Here's a Fire Rodan. There's a lot of Super 7 Kaiju in here. Like, here's a Funko Mystery Mini. I kind of just threw everything down off my shelves to start the stream. because we're doing a big reorganization. Here's a Kamada-kun phone stand. Oop, pick this up in Japantown for about 40 bucks. Put your phone in there, and it holds it. Let's go in there. Then we have a Shimo Playmates Shimo. This is a very popular figure to custom. Hi, Leo Pena. Nice having you in the stream. How's your day going today? This is a very nice figure. This is going right in the MonsterVerse era. What we're doing right now, if you just tuned in, we're putting all the arrows on the ground so we can put them back up on these shelves. Well, it's good to hear. I'm having a good day too. There is the Heisei pile. Here's the Showa line, Millennium line, Reiwa line, and there's the MonsterVerse in the back right there. When we start going, I'm gonna run some polls on which shelf should be which era. There's some of my MonsterVerse displays. There's Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Here's Final Wars Gigan. There's a Skullcrawler. There's Shin Godzilla. And here's Hedorah versus Godzilla. Here we have a bunch of Funko Pops. These are just going to go in their respective eras eventually, but I don't think I'm going to put those in the ground. This is a Mecha Ghidorah that I picked up at a garage sale for about 40 bucks. Turns out it's from 1993, and it's a very rare piece, and it's worth quite a bit of money. So that was a good find on my parts. Here's Final Wars Rodan. We're just going to put him with his respective era. I don't know. Here we go. Here's Final Wars right there. And here we have us. Oh yeah, we're not going to deal with those Super 7s right now. We're going to wait for those. Here's another evolved Godzilla. He's going to go in the back right here. There we go. Right about there. Is that working? How's that working out? Is he standing? There we go. And then we have NECA Shin Godzilla. This is a cool figure. The tail is kind of a pain in the ass to get on though. So I'm just going to leave him around with no tail for now until we put him up there. Because that's going to require a lot more effort than I am truthfully willing to give at the moment. Here's another -1. Yeah, I do have a Final Wars Godzilla. Here he is. He's right here. He's a pretty one, isn't he? I actually also have a Final Wars Goji SH Monster Arts in the mail at the moment. Like, he's on the way. He's coming soon. Here is Shogun Super 7 that I'm not going to deal with till later. Here is Bandai Movie Monster Series 2019. I'm sorry about the dogs. Can't do anything about them. He's going right in the MonsterVerse too. This is a good MonsterVerse figure for about 20 bucks. If you're looking for a Godzilla, he's the one I'd recommend to pick up. Should we get into these Funko Pops? Should we put them there? So what I'm thinking is we should put a Funko. Should we have like a Funko shelf? Here, for anybody in the chat, should we have a Funko shelf, just all Funko Pops, or should we put the Funko Pops with their respective eras of Godzilla figures? Yeah, this Ghidorah goes. I think this is a Heisei Ghidorah, so we're going to put him over here with Space Godzilla and the other Ghidorah. Here's a Biollante. That's going to go right over here. Yeah, there you go. You can just sit on the ground over there. Here's a Playmates Burning Godzilla. He's going over here with the other Burning Godzilla as well. Here's another Kiryu. This is from the Bandai Articulation series. Hello, Beans. Hi, Beans. This is a Kiryu. If you're wondering why he has those little paper things in his hand, it's from a recent stop motion I did where I made him be a drummer in Black Hole Sun. Just check that out on my channel if you haven't already. So he's going to go here with the other Kiryu in the Millennium era. And here's this is the Funko Mystery Miniseries. So these are just going to wait till later because they're on the smaller side. We're going to put them in front of the other figures because if you see here, I've left a little space in the front for enough. That's just enough space where some smaller figures can fit in front of them. So let's just continue dividing these figures by eras. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with the Gameras because I have a few of those. Like here's a burning Gamera. We have a few of those, and I just don't know where we're going to put them. Here is a burning Godzilla from 2019 NECA figure. That's going to slide right in there. Then we have a Godzilla 2014. This is the one where you can push in his belly and he swings his tail around. Yeah, he's quite cool. He's going to go back here. Here's a Mega Gearus from the Bandai Movie Monster Series. He's going right in the Millennium Era. We're going to put him right on top of Godzilla 2000. I think because I don't have any stands, that might propose a small issue with, trying to get him stand and all. Here's a GMK NECA. Where is he going? He's in the Millennium Era, so he's going to go down here by Monster X for now. Here's a Zeton figure. He's going to go over here in the Ultraman house corner. Here's a Rebel Tech EVA Unit 03. I do have Godzilla 1954. He's over here already. I have a few of them. I have 2 NECAs, a Bandai vinyl, and then back over here, I have this one right here. This is a statue. Doesn't really. Oh no, his legs move. I guess I never really did that. Here's a custom Godzilla baseball that my friend did for me. Oh, here's the 1954 clock. If you put him in front of the sun, he'll wiggle like a little hula woman. So we'll just put him up there with them for now, because we already. That's where the 1954s live, I guess. Here's a handmade by robots sitting Godzilla. Where's he going? He's gonna just sit over here by Mechagodzilla for now. We'll deal with him later. Here's a Godzilla 2000 Bandai vinyl. And over here, so are we out? Oh, here's a Godzilla ball. There we go. Here's another Godzilla ball. This is from Band Presto again. This is from the same sitting series that some of you those -1s over there are from. Those ones right there. Let's just deal with this 54 right now. He's gonna go over here. There's 1954. And oh no, here we go. We have Doug right here. We have Suko, Kong with the Beast Glove, and Scar King. We're going to deal with them right now. We're going to toss them over here in the Monsterverse. For anyone just tuning into the stream, what we're doing right now is we're sorting out all of these Godzilla figures so we can then put them on the shelves with their respective eras. Here's a Skullcrawler and another Kong. That's all going to go in the Monsterverse era as well. I'm not going to bother standing them up. I'm just going to kind of put them over there. Red King. I do have Red King. He's over here too. He's right there. That's my only Red King though. I should probably get more. He's a really cool kaiju. And with that, I'm pretty sure we're done with all the Bandai Movie Monster Series and 6-inch scale figures. So now, what we have is the small figures. So now our process is going to be putting all those guys up there, and in the middle there. So yeah, let's just get started with that. The only place to begin, I think, is with the Showa era. So let's go. So I think with the 54s, we should just put them. Oh, I'm sorry about the dogs. We should just put them with the other 54s. I think Ghidorah's going to need to take a side, go to the side for a second, so the 54s can get a little bit of space to breathe. He can go in the back. He's missing a tail. So he can go here, here, you're going to go here, and you're going to go right there. That's good. Is that too crowded think that might be a little too crowded, but for now it's all right. Next up, we're going to put Ghidorah back. Ghidorah's fine there. Then we're going to go back down. Who's up next? Who's next on the chopping block? Anguirus, you're going next. Hello, Anguirus. You're going right next to him. There you are. Hi, buddy. And then we get a Manila. We get this little Manila going. Hi, my name's Manila. Gabra, you gotta love him. He's so ugly. Mechagodzilla. So, if you guys know the Showa era, Mechagodzilla was the last kaiju in the Showa era. So, I think these can just live right at the end. And when I say these, I mean this guy and that guy. They look pretty good next to the house. Gives them a lot of scale. So next up, should we get a Showa Godzilla up in there? Yeah, Showa Godzilla needs to be in there. Oh, look at this one. He's sparkling. Let's put him up to the light. Yeah, look at that. He's all translucent. He's a nice looking figure. Let's just put him right here with the rest of these guys. And then who's up next? Definitely Ibera. So why this little green block is here is when the smaller figures that we have over here are in front of these guys, you can't really see Ibera when he's down low like he is. Because look, next to Godzilla, he's very short. So what we do is we put him on top of this, and that makes him less short. So now you can see him. And I think we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with Kamakuras here. He's going to be right here. Yeah, and look at that. That's sort of a good layout. I think we just need to position this a little better. So let's just get Kamakuras looking forward. Let's get his arms out. And Ibera straight. Oof, he fell. There we go. So that's looking pretty good. And you won't be able to see the green thing once all of these smaller figures are in front. And if you're just tuning into the stream, what we're doing is we've spread out every era of Godzilla into these columns. Here's the Showa era. You can see it's degrading because we're putting a lot of those figures up there. Here's the Millennium era. That's going to be going up there. And then there's the Reiwa era, the Shin Godzillas of the world. There's the Heisei era. And there's the Monsterverse back there. And also there's a few Ultraman kaiju in there, a few other monsters. So what we have to do next is bring some of these Hedorah figures up there. See, this one's missing an arm, which is kind of unfortunate because it's so old. I probably won't be able to replace it, but you know what? It looks pretty good still. Here's another interesting figure, the summer version of Hedorah. That one still has its arm and its tag and everything intact. So next up, we have the Bandai Creations Hedorah from like America. And then we also have this bank over here. This is just unrelated. He's eating a Lego guy. He's doing his own thing. We have a Jet Jaguar and a Megalon. That'll wait till later. I think we need to get this Baragon in here somewhere. Because that is what is missing, I think. What I did for Baragon in previous times, so I put him on the green thing. But truthfully, I don't think we have enough space. I don't think he'll fit on the green thing. So I think we're just going to have to lump him in over here with Hedorah. Is this looking good, you guys? You think this is looking all right? What should I do? I think it'll look better once these are all up in there. So here's what we're going to do next. We're going to get Gigan, we're going to get Megalon, and we're going to get Jet Jaguar. And they're all going to be next to it, and they're all going to be a big, happy family. I wish I had a Movie Monster Series Jet Jaguar, to be honest, but at the moment, I only have this one. This Playmates one that I got a few years back. So now we have a little bit of an issue because we're kind of out of space on this shelf, and I still have a King Caesar and another older, much less cool Gigan to put in this area. And I think this is looking a little crowded too because this Jet Jaguar has trouble standing. I think we're going to have to rearrange this a little bit. So let's scoot Let's just put him down. Scoot Megalon back. Scoot Gigan back. And let's give Jet Jaguar a little bit of room to breathe. Put him here. Is that going to stand? Nope. Let's twist his abdomen a little bit. Put him back. Is that going to stand? Nope. Oh my goodness. Oh, he fell all the way down. Took a whole shelf dive. Let's put him back. Maybe he'll stand this time, miraculously. Oh, it doesn't look like he wants to. So here we go. We're going to put him like that, maybe. Maybe that'll work. We got him. He's standing. That's good. Let's go ahead. Throw King Caesar over here. And that's basically this whole shelf complete at the moment. This guy again, I think we're gonna slide him in over there, but next to this little Ewok. So I think next up, we should get some of this dealt with, especially the Super 7s at least, because most of these are from the show area. So let's get these ones going over here, because we need a little bit of color over here. Oh, I'm blocking the camera with my finger. Let's get these two going right there. That looks good. They're a good pair. They look good on the shelf. So what needs to happen is these need to get spread out a little more. Put him like there. Oh, just stand up, please. Thank you, thank you. And then we're going to put some smaller kaijus right in front so you can't see the green block. Like this. This is a fun glow-in-the-dark figure. I'm actually going to show you guys how much it glows in the dark. We're going to put it up to the light for a second. And then we're going to turn the lights off and watch it glow. Check that out. That is so vibrant. And that looks great after being in the room for a whole day with the light on. And then when you turn the lights off, it glows. So that's going to go right in front of them. And then, who's up next? Showa Godzilla. Here's a little Gashapon Showa Godzilla that I got from Japantown, San Francisco. So this is going to go over here. Oh, he's very little. Maybe we should lump him in this way. He looks good there. That looks alright. Front of Manila. But that's alright. So, up next, we have some Shogun Godzillas. We have this one, and there's a green one somewhere in here. There he is. Found him. So we have these two, and the box to the Shogun Godzilla. What I've done in the previous times is I've put that behind everything and then put them both on top of the box. But this time, I don't think I want to do that because that gets crowded, that gets cluttered easily. So I think what we might do is we might just put it down here. Down here could look good, honestly, because if we get them like that, that looks good. I think I like that. I think I'm going to leave that just like that. So then, what's next? Ooh, we have the Funko Mystery Minis. Let's get them all gathered up. We have the Rodan, Destroya, Hedorah. What else? King Ghidorah, Gigan, and an Anguirus. Oh, there's a Mothra here too. We got Mothra. So let's just carry all these over. Let's do 3 at a time. Let's get these going because we have to put them in a way so they carry color. I think these are going to be used to also block the green thing. Let's do Mothra, and then we'll do an Anguirus, just like that, and then we'll do a Destroy on the other side because it's like we're moving up the eras in just those small mystery minis. Then we have a Gigan and a Rodan. So let's put these in here too. Let's get a Rodan on the other side of Mothra, like that. What's kind of a pain in the ass with this is you can't really pull any of these out super easily. But you know what? It's a doable. As long as it looks good, that's all I care about. So that's like all right, except for this guy being super off center. We just spread them out a little bit and perfect, just like that. You can't really see the green thing anymore. But we do have two more mystery minis, that being Hedorah. Put him in front of his Hedorah brethren, and a King Ghidorah that we'll use to spice up this area, which is covered with brown Baragon. And then we have a few more stuff. We have a few more little Super 7 things. We have this little Medical Jet Jaguar. We have this little Super 7 Godzilla. And there was another one in here somewhere. Here's the other Super 7. So we've got those three that we also need to splice in here in different places. Hello, Beans. Hi, Beans. Beans. Hi. So we could just put these where we put the other Super 7s, because this one looks good there, right? That looks alright. It's kind of cluttering guy again, though. I don't love that. We can put that over here by King Caesar. That looks alright. And then we have another one. One of these is see-through. Is that gonna stand? Are you? Yeah, that's alright. Because King Caesar's not a very pretty figure. I'm okay covering him up a little bit. And then we have another Jaguar. Then we have a Mechagodzilla ball we could put over here too. I'm glad you like the dog, Rachel. So we have these. I think these are going to go in the Heisei era, but I'm not entirely sure yet. We can just, you know what? That's good enough for the show era. We'll move on to these other shelves here. And that is going to have to be, hmm. So I think I have more Millennium figures, but I think the Heisei figures are larger. So I want to allocate the larger shelf to the larger figures. So that means we're going to do the Heisei era. Let's start up with the big ones in the back. We'll put him over here. Yeah, that looks good. And we need to cover up his leg too, because there's a little bit of super glue in his leg. Yeah, he ended up getting busted somehow. Ooh, and then the Super 7 Destroyer will look good in the back. Yeah, look at that. That looks great. The poses are already pretty nice. And then this just takes up so much space if we put it there. That's already like the whole shelf gone. So I think we're gonna hold off on him till later. He's gonna go down there for a moment. Let's get some Ghidorah action going. We got Mecha Ghidorah. He's gonna go back here. And then we got regular old Ghidorah. He's gonna go somewhere in between. He'll go like right here. That works well-ish. I actually don't have Godzilla Ultima. I'm assuming that's what you meant. The only Godzilla Ultima that I have is this here little Funko Pop. But I don't think that really counts. I'm actually in the market for a Godzilla Ultima. So let's get some more Destroya action going. This is the Movie Monster Series Destroya. There's actually a new Movie Monster Series Destroya, like an improved one that's coming out soon that I'm pretty interested in. You guys should look that up if you are interested. I think it's out in Japan already, but I don't think it's here yet in the States. Here's a Bio Goji. He's gonna go right up here, next to Papa Goji. And then I have no idea what we're gonna do about the Mothra situation because I have no stands. Mothra she's gonna be a problem because it looks bad if we just like put her on top like that. Like that, it doesn't hold, it doesn't look the best. So we're gonna hold off on Mothra for now. She's gonna go right back on the ground. Here is a cool little Space Godzilla, Bam Presto, sitting guy. So he's just gonna go right in the corner like that. That looks good enough. And then what else do we have for the Heisei era? We got Natural Larva, Burning Godzilla, Bio Goji, another Burning Godzilla, this guy, Mothra, Biolante, Fire again. And that's not too much of a big deal. So we could let's start with a Burning Godzilla, because a Burning Godzilla could go right with the Destroyers. That feels fitting. That looks good. The other one, though, does this guy get displayed? Yes or no? Because if he goes up here, that's two Burning Godzillas, and this guy takes up a lot of space. Then again, we are going to have an extra shelf for miscellaneous things. So I'm just wondering if we should put him up here or wait to put him down here. Here. So next up, We got a Bio Goji. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to fill Violet somehow. She just takes up a lot of surface area. So that's blocking everything. Hmm. So here's regular old Ghidorah, and there's Mecha Ghidorah. But this guy's tail is just so huge that we're gonna have trouble fitting him in there. So I'm thinking we maybe use this shelf to resituate them both, because these two are really a pair. They're meant to go together, the Biolante and Bio Goji. So I think that works well. I think we could put Rodan behind them too. We get Fire Rodan going. He could just sit in the back. Oh, I wish I had stands. That would be so cool. I think I might get some LED lights going here eventually. So I think Batra Larva. Batra Larva can go here. We kind of got some evil guys going. There's only one like good Godzilla guy in the back, and Burning Godzilla there. So what I've done with Batra and his adult form in the past is just like kind of put them on top of one another, but that doesn't look very good. That's crowded. It blocks a lot of things, and we also can't really put Batra low like that because then you can't see him very well. So I don't know. I think maybe we just wait on that. But Batra Larva and Mothra Larva can go there, I think. Yeah, that looks all right. And then we have this little handmade by robots Godzilla. Again, he could just go right up here. That works, right? That's good enough. Hmm. I'm not loving it. What do you guys think? I think Destroy needs to look up a little more. Like that. Is that better? I can't tell. What's wrong? What's wrong here? What's missing? Because something is, I think. Are we missing something here? Let's see if we can go fill that space. What could go in that space? Oh, we have a Godzilla car. That wouldn't look horrible, honestly, because that fills the correct amount of space. Like there. That's all right. That's all right. I don't hate it. I think what's ruining this is Godzilla's looking in a different direction. We kind of want them all to be looking at you. Like you should look this way. You should look this way. And that looks better already. That looks great, actually. So what we also have to do is we have to incorporate this little Mechagodzilla here, this Mechagodzilla here, this Ghidorah, and this Godzilla. And once they're all done, so is the Heisei era, and we can move down the shelves again. What we do need to do too is get some Funko Pops going, because right here we have a Godzilla 1984 Funko Pop that is in the Heisei era, so we're gonna put him in the back here. Oh, I know what we can do with Batra. He goes on top of the Funko Pop. Awesome, figured that out. Perfect. That looks great. That looks great. And then we also, oh yeah, we have this little Shimo chocolate bar. Oh, that sucks. That sucks big time. He was hiding over here. Look what we have. We have a NECA King Goji figure that needs to go in the Showa era somehow. That's a bummer, because that means we're gonna have to either move everything or put him somewhere else. I'm voting for the put him somewhere else option, because we could just kind of lump him right in there, and that looks all right, right? It's not bad. Not horrible. That's good, honestly. It looks pretty good. So we're gonna leave that open. And we are gonna look and see if they have any more. Hey, oh yes, the pearlescent handmade by robots Godzilla. I can go back here. He's not really that kind of display worthy. He's just gonna fill space back there. No, he's not. He's gonna be up in front. He's gonna house Mothra. Awesome. And then Playmates Godzilla is gonna go right in front of that, like so. There he is. Awesome. So that shelf's pretty much done too. And then we do have some small Heisei Godzillas. I think this is a 54 actually, but I'm going to lump them in with the rest. There's a Burning Godzilla, Here's a Godzilla Final Words. We're gonna toss him down there. Here's this Godzilla here. Another Mothra. Another Rodan. We should have some Rodans and stuff to clean up here. Let's just get that done real quick. So in the front here, let's first get a Mothra going by the feet, then a Burning, then a regular Godzilla. He's gonna face that way. Then a Ghidorah to go with the Chibi Godzilla. And then we have this. This goes there. And then this 54 can go in between his legs. And now we need to fill this space here. So let's go back to our miscellaneous. Let's look for something about that size. We need like something double this. Guy again. Nice to see you. This one's blue for some reason. And we're going to put him there and put him there. Is that working? Now it just looks cluttered because they're all different sizes and different stuff. So I think what's the problem is this Mothra. This Mothra is going for now. We have this, and what else are we going to do? So these are finger puppets, actually. Like, you're supposed to put your little finger in there and then you go, hi, my name is Godzilla. So those are pretty much all the same scale, so they look decent next to each other. So now that looks all right. That looks better, but we still have nothing to fill that area. So let's go back here. Oh, Mothra. Oh, sorry, sneeze. Oh, perfect. This Mechagodzilla. Cool. I'll put his foot back on, and then we'll scooch these over a little bit so we can make room for this Mothra. Mothra. Bang. And there we go. Now we only have that much space to fill. So I'm going to put this down for a second, reattach the foot. Here we go. And he is going to go ahead and fill this space. Just like that. And then you have another completed Heisei shelf. So awesome. That looks great. Now we're going to move on to the Millennium Era. Here's a Singular Point Rodan. He's a Monster Arts, actually. He's quite expensive. He's like $50. So he's going to live down here just for now while we get everything sorted so we can put everything in the Millennium shelf. And then they've got Godzilla Tech Decks right here. These are really cool designs, by the way. Check it out. Check how many monsters are on this. We get Hedorah at the top. Sorry, my camera's not focusing. You know what? Forget it. But it's just a really cool design. And these are going to go someplace else for now. We'll throw them over here by this. And we'll put them in the back of the display. Oh, Mothra. Why are you here? Okay. She's just going to get thrown in the back right here. No! Another shelf dive. Oh, shucks. Oh, man. That's a bummer. Oh, it's not broken. Awesome. Is it broken? It's totally broken. That is a bummer. That's a real bummer. So he might just be done, actually. He might just missing a leg. Man, that is a bummer. Shit, one shelf dive is all it takes. So he's rest in peace. Maybe I'll repair him later with some hot glue. What can fill that space in the meantime? Oh my goodness, I forgot. We have this. This is just gonna go in the corner here. He's gonna live there. That's fine. That's fine. And is that finished for the Heisei era? Oh, here we go. This. I forgot about this. There. And then, of course, we have another Gabara that I forgot to put in the Showa era. That's lovely. So you're gonna live back there for now. And then, gosh, what are we gonna do to fill this space? Because this isn't enough, I don't think. This little Gashapon Biollante rose form. We need to fill it. Ooh, what is that? Ugh. I need to clean my shelves. We have this little Kiryu here. That's gonna fill the spot. That's what's gonna do it. Bam. Would you look at that? There we go. Spot filled. Looks great. This shelf actually looks amazing now with all the little figures lined up in front of the big ones. This is missing something. I think that shelf is missing a little bit of color. So, but I don't really think there's much we can do about it for now. So it's fine. Next, let's move on to the Millennium Era. Let's start with the big guys, like this, in the back, and move on to the smaller figures in the front. Start with him. Get the big Monster X going. Sorry about the dogs. So now that we have these two going, wow, they just look great together, don't they? Wow, look at that. Now that that's going, we can get some other bigger figures going, like this. Godzilla 2000, 8 inches. He can just slide right in there, right? That's all right. No, it isn't. That's not good. He goes this side. That's the side he goes on. And then we have Monster X and Kaiser Ghidorah going that way. And that's just not good, is it? These need to be positioned better. Like that. That's okay. That's all right. That's better. And then we have another Monster X figure. We're going to put this Monster X behind the other Monster X. Like so. Because he's not really display worthy. I don't like him very much. He's too bone white for me. I like the more textured color on that. So he's going to live back there. And you can still see him a little bit, right? Like, that looks all right. And then going down to more Final War stuff, we have Hedorah. He's going to go right in here. Right in the back there. That's perfect. He still has the tag on and everything. So right there. And then we need to fill this space in the back here too. Like this whole area, we need another figure back there. And I think Rodan is just the figure to do it. He's just going to fly right in the back here. And then that's... Oh, no, he's not. He's just tipping over. Oh, man. He's not going to stand, is he? He's, like, tilted. Oh, he's standing on the tail of this guy. Oh, okay. That doesn't look horrible. But we still have a lot more space to fill all around here. So let's start getting that done by using Final Wars Goji right here. I also have an SH Monster Arts Final Wars Godzilla on the way. He'll probably be here next week or so. Megaguirus, he's got to go in the back of one of these Godzillas because I don't have a stand for him. Like, here's what I did with Mothra and Batra up here that I didn't have stands for. I just put them on top. Oh, perfect. He can just go right back there, right on the top of that Funko Pop. And then we do have some more Hedoras that we can put somewhere. This is a sitting one. He can go in front there. Your tail is doing far too much. You have to go back. Like that. There we go. And then something has to go in there too. We have to fill that space. This is too crowded. This little shelf is way too crowded. But you know what? We're just going to live with it. These two more little Hedoras going right in front. Like that. No, I hate it. This side. Is two of them doing too much? Should they just, like, should we put them somewhere else? That doesn't look horrible. That's all right. Let's go back down. Let's go get some more figures. Godzilla 2000. He's going here. He's going places. Like that. That's the place that he's going. He's going right there. He gets a little bit of color, but I feel like he would look better up higher. But I don't really have an up higher place to look for him to be. So he's just going to live right there. And then we do have a few more figures, like these two little Kiryus here. These are just going to go in front of the Hedoras, unfortunately. This tail is going to cause issues. Because it does... Oh, maybe not. It's just going to go in between the other Hedora's legs. That works, I guess. Oh, he fell over. Come on, buddy. Stand up. Come on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Everything's good. Everything's good. Boom. Just like that. We're back in business. all that we have left put there is nothing. That shelf is also complete. Oh yeah, it's not complete yet. We have this Kiryu, we have this Final Wars, and then it will be complete. Looks like I have 2 of these. Huh. I didn't think I had 2 of them. Another little baby Kiryu. 2 Godzilla Final Wars. For anybody who just tuned into the stream, how's your day going? Thank you for tuning in to this reorganization stream. We have a little bit left to go. Let's start with the next shelf. Let's start with the Reiwa era. The Shin Godzillas of the world. Sorry about the dog. Sorry about the noise. His tail is far too big. We gotta push him back a little more. He's gonna cause issues just because his tail is so long. Then we got this going. Look at him. He is a big, beautiful Shin Godzilla. Just like that. Their tails are gonna touch. That's what they do. And then we have another Shin Godzilla here. This one's from NECA. It doesn't look as pretty as the other ones. And his tail is also off at the moment, and it takes a lot of effort for me to put it back on. So what we're gonna do is we're kind of just gonna pretend like it's on. We're gonna put it back here to the point where it looks like it's on from the outside, but I'm not really gonna put that tail on right now. And then next up we have some -1s that we're gonna have to put in there. 2 Bandai vinyls, 2 Band Presto sittings, and a Odo Island version and a Beam version, Beam articulated version. He's gonna go there, and then we're gonna go with the other one. This one has a tag. He's gonna go next to him. Oh, how could I forget? We have so many Funko Pops to put here. We have this one and this Shin Godzilla Funko Pop right here. He's gonna go behind the Shin Godzillas. We're gonna slide him back and put him down right there. Right there. Okay, you're gonna behave, all right? You're not gonna fall over on me. You're just gonna stand there and you're gonna sit. I really wish I had some lights because that's just really dark. You can't really see the Shin Godzilla Funko Pop very well. But you know what? We're just gonna live with it. Next up, we got Ultima Funko Pop. Let's put him back here too. Well, we still have room back here. There he goes. That's good enough. Oh, and then Rodan. Singular point Rodan. He's gonna go on top of those boxes because that's just where he fits best. And if you know the channel and you're wondering where all the monster arts are, I've already put them up here on their own separate shelves. Here's SH Monster Arts Showa Godzilla versus Hedorah, and here's the other Hedorah forms. Here's Shin Godzilla versus a tank. Here's Skullcrawler and Gigan. Here's Mechagodzilla 2021 versus Godzilla 2021. And here's the Yuji Sakai glowing Godzilla -1 statue. That's where all the big stuff went. Oh, separate question. I recently picked this up. Should we take him out of the box and display him over here? Or should we keep him in the box and hang him up here next to some of the other guys? Would he look all right like that? Oof, camera's going crazy. Like that. I don't really know, because I feel like if I get another Super 7 reaction figure, that would look better there. And if I put him there, that might clog up the space. Then again, I could always put him somewhere else. I could put him over here. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. So, next up, Gemstone. These guys, Gemstone Megalon, Gemstone Godzilla. Oh my goodness. Fumbletron. So these guys are gonna go here. Man, that looks just very haphazardly put in, which it is. So I think I want to try to reorganize this whole shelf because it just kind of looks like I'm throwing them in there, which I am actually. So this guy, we're gonna put you somewhere else to clear up some space because we already have one of you in here. And then we're gonna use the space that you once took up to put you and you. And all of a sudden it looks better. So what next? Yes, you. You're spraying the beam. You can go here. You're going to go in front of everybody on this side, and you're going to spray that beam right up. That actually looks horrible. Let's reposition you. This way. There you go. No, not there you go. You're going back. Back behind everybody. How are we feeling about this? Is this good? This is bad? I'm going to try to figure out how to run a poll. Huh. So I'm going to try to figure out how to run a poll on if this is good or not really quickly. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I can't figure it out. So just say yes or no in the chat if you think this is a good layout for the Rewa shelf, or should I relayer something? Should I do something different? Because I'm just not sure about that. Because what we also have to do is we have to figure out a way to put him in somewhere. He's got to fit in here. I don't think he looks very good. Cross, does that look all right? I can't even tell. That's why I need you guys to tell me if it looks good or not. Because I just don't know. We also have a few more guys to put in. We got these two right here. Oh my goodness. I'm just I keep on dropping them. That's how this guy got busted, just this stream. Um, we have these guys to put in front or behind, depending on how we feel. Because I took out another -1 for being doubles. Should we take out this guy for being a double? Because one of them is the minus color version. One of them is just the regular version. Like this one's just regular. This one's minus color. So we'll figure out that in a minute. I'm just trying to get all of them up there. Like here's the pre-evolved Odo Island Goji. He can go right in here. How's everybody's day been going so far? How's your July 5th? All of you have a good 4th of July yesterday. I do hope so. This is not going to go on the shelf. This guy's really ugly. You know what? He's going down there. Like we'll figure him out later. And what else do we have other than the Monsterverse? What else is left up here? We have a Shin Godzilla. This is a little Shin Godzilla keychain. With what other keychains that I've had, I put them up here like this, but this guy's lost his actual hanger part. So he's gonna go down here. He's gonna live there for now. This shelf, something has to change, but I'm not even sure what to do yet. So I'm just gonna wait, and hopefully something will come to me. Godzilla 2014, we're gonna throw that down there by the Monsterverse. Gamera. Gamera is gonna be an issue too. I have no idea what to do with that. We have a bunch of Rodans here, a bunch of little Rodans. We have a little Godzilla 1999, also known as Zilla. Kong. You're going down there with the Monsterverse. And this Rebel Tech. EV 03, I believe. You're going to go over here. Yeah, you're going to go on the shelf somewhere too, but I just don't even know where either. Yeah, that shelf is going to need work. We're going to save that for last, actually. We're going to come back after we do the Monsterverse shelf. Oh, yes, you three. Forgot about you guys. So these are more finger puppets, but just look really good together. So we're going to put them somewhere too. Up here. This is what needs a little work. So we're going to start with you. Then we're going to go to the Mothra. And then we're going to go to the Kiryu, which is over here. And perfect. That just looks great. And then we're going to move back over here. We have a Shimo chocolate bar we're going to have to do at some point. Oh my goodness. I forgot about the Mechagodzilla Funko Pop too. That's got to go up there. Or right here. Which would be better, up here or down here? So then we also have this. This, I think, would look decent down here. That just looks good. Yeah? That looks good. Even though it's almost completely covered by like a shadow, but that's fine. We have so many Godzilla Funko Pops up here still. We have you. We have you. We have this. This can just go in the pile of boxes. We have you. You're cool. Yes. And we also have the Godzilla Ramen drink. This from FYE as well. Another drink. Got Shimo candy bar. And oh, here's the tag to the. Here's the tag to. Where did it go? Where's this guy at? This fool right here. This is his tag. It fell off, unfortunately, but that's gonna go like right next to him. He is actually pretty expensive. He's like $100 almost because he came out just for the. Bandai did one run of that guy, and after that he was just done. So now this price has been skyrocketing on the aftermarket. But these guys, I don't know how we're gonna fit in there. Let's just try to do some. Oh yeah, Shima too, Funko Pop Shima. We're gonna try to do some Tetris down here to try to fit them all in. We'll go big first, small. Ooh, that could be perfect. I really hope one of them fits in there. Because I don't want to have to put it sideways like this, because I think that's how it would definitely fit. I don't know if this, let's just find out. Is it going to fit? Let's just slide it back. Will it fit? Will it fit? Please fit. Yes! That's awesome. Perfect. So we can put one on top of that, and then one on top of the other box, and that'll just work perfectly. Like so. There you go. And then, what's left? We have this Mechagodzilla here. You're going to go on top of this box sideways. That doesn't look good. But it's kind of what we have to do, so that's just gonna have to be good enough. Um, what else? What else is there left to do? Space Godzilla box. You're going over here. Also, if you guys would like to see any of the previous figures that we've done, just ask in the chat, and I'll be happy to show you them. Evolved Godzilla magnet. And these drinks. What are we gonna do about all these drinks and the Shima chocolate bar? We're gonna put them down here with the Funko Pops and the Trendmasters Ghidorah. Right there. We're gonna put the empty bottle. Do you have any space on any of the other ones that we can put this in? Yeah, let's put this like up here. No, let's switch this. Let's put this one down here because this is gonna be the MonsterVerse shelf. That's where all of those figures are gonna go, right down there. Let's put this up here by Mothra. There we go. That adds some color. That was necessary. I think this Gamera might get banished up there because I just don't want to really deal with him in those shelves. Yeah, that's what's gonna have to happen, huh? Because I don't have room for either of those guys. Shimo chocolate bar right down here, like that. Let's put Shimo next to that. Let's put Shimo next to the Shimo chocolate bar. Let's have Scar King riding Shimo next to the chocolate bar, like so. We'll have you here, like so. Let's grab Scar King. What did you guys think of Scar King? Did you guys see that movie? Did you like him? Did you hate him? What did you guys think about Scar King? So then he's riding Shimo. Hi, Cruz. G, how's it going? We're just here sorting some of my Godzilla collection. Evolved Godzilla, where's he going? He's going down here. We have a bunch of Funko Pops. We have old Trendmasters Mecha Ghidorah, Shin Godzillas. Just show a bunch of Millennium Era figures. A bunch of these guys. How's everybody's day going today? We have a Titan Tech Godzilla here. We're gonna put that. Hello, E-Dog Stop Motions. That was your favorite character, Cruz? That's nice. Do you guys collect Godzilla figures? I don't know how he. I don't think he's gonna be able to fit in there. He's not gonna fit. We're gonna have to put him elsewhere. He's gonna go down here with all the other misfits for now. I also need to figure out where to put all these Ultraman kaiju because right here is not gonna work. I also wanted to be able to display the Shimo chocolate bar a little bit better. So I think I put them this way. Oh, there goes Scar King tumbling back. Like that. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And let's get another Godzilla Evolved going. Yeah. So I don't know if we should display two of these at once. Because up here, when I was displaying -1, I didn't display two of them. I'm going to deal with this guy, put him somewhere else. So I don't know if we should do two Evolves. I think we should take one of these out and put in a different guy in his place. Thank you, thank you. So I think we have to get some 2019 stuff going because I have a Burning Godzilla here. I have a Mecha Godzilla. I also have a few Kongs that we have to put in somewhere, and I just don't think we're gonna have enough space here. Is the problem? So we're gonna have to make some sacrifices, including one of these evolves. I think this one's gonna stay. This one's gonna go. You are gonna go as well because up here is the cooler Mecha Godzilla. Here's SH Monster Arts Mecha Godzilla fighting Godzilla 2021. Yeah, so let's get this Burning Godzilla going here. This is another cool figure that should be displayed. You're going next to him, and then let's get Bandai 2019 next to you. Thank you, Cruz. And here goes right here. Perfect. That looks great. Does it? Looks all right. And then oh yeah, Suko and Doug. Suko and Doug. I think we should have Suko and Doug. We should have Suko and Suko riding Doug, like so. But that's not really gonna work, is it? Is that gonna stand? Will you stand? It doesn't look like he's gonna want to stand. Unfortunately. Maybe we don't get Suko riding Doug, but that would be cool because then we got Scar King and Shimo next to each other. It'd be nice, Suko, if you want to lock in for a second and not fumble every day. He just doesn't look very good. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Cruz. Have you seen the stop motions? Have you watched? Can you lock in, Suko? I want you to sit on Doug. Is that too hard? Oh, that's all right, Cruz. This I'm done with you. You're just gonna stand. You're gonna stand because you're not cooperating and you're not gonna sit. So I'm just gonna put your legs how they need to go, and I'm gonna stand you up next to Doug because you don't want to sit on him apparently. There we go. Finally, bro. Took you long enough, Suko. And then we can put Kong behind Suko and get him going too, like this, like that. There we go. That looks good. And then we have Battle Roar Kong. We have Ghidorah. Oh, Ghidorah's going next to Burning Godzilla. That looks good too. Like this. That looks good there. And then this evolved. This evolved looks good. Let's put him there. Like so. Face burning forward. Oh, and Rubber Godzilla. Yeah, he's got to go here too. Rubber Godzilla can just stand right in the middle. He's the centerpiece. He's awesome. Let's stand Suko back up. So we also have this little Kong here. He's gonna have to go right here, and that's pretty much the shelf complete. because we don't have much other room, do we? And that looks pretty good. So I think what we're gonna have to do is put them other places in the room. Like over here, we have a little bit of room, and I could clear off more of this shelf for Godzilla. And we also have to put these cameras somewhere. So now we're getting to the point in the reorganization where I just need more space, effectively. Oh yeah, and over here we also have this little burning Godzilla and Mothra keychain. And behind this guy again, we have Godzilla with glasses and another -1. This -1 is cool here. He could just stay here. That's fine. I think we're gonna have to put Gigan on the wall up here. Would that look all right? Should Gigan go there? Or should he go up here with the posters and stuff? I think we're also gonna have to put Mothra back over here. Like so. This Mothra figure is honestly great. The only critique I have of it is that the wings are actually not printed on their stickers, unfortunately. That looked good. That looks great, actually. Wow, that Mothra just really stands out. Okay, Ultraman, now I gotta deal with you. Let's get some stuff going. Maybe we could just tuck them behind somewhere. Or maybe we'll just put them up there on the empty space on the shelf. Let's put them here, and just one by one, put them up there. There's Zeton. Here's Red King. Here's Belial. And then here is Ultraman. There you go. That's Ultraman completed. Next to them. And we also do have some open space in between there that we could use. Though I think most of these figures we could just not display. We could just put them like there. But that looks cluttered. Huh. Here's another issue. Another problem. Godzilla Tech Decks. We have nowhere to put this either. Unless we just want to slide it back here. Oh man, knocked you over. There you go. And then these two loose tech decks can go like so. Bam, just like that. Awesome. So we have about 3 or 4 more figures that just don't want to go anywhere. They can't really fit anywhere. So we could just kind of toss them over here, put the skull crawler in the back here. Because that's not the good skull crawler. The good skull crawler is over here on the top shelf. There's also a spider web up there that I should clear off. And I think Playmates Mechagodzilla, you're going in the club of shame. You don't get to be displayed because I just have no space. I simply have no space. Unless we want to sacrifice like Rubber Godzilla here or Godzilla 2019 for you, you're not getting displayed. You guys, should we sacrifice one of these figures to display Mechagodzilla, or is he going in the club of shame? And you, I already have a Godzilla Evolved displayed, so you're going down here as well. We're sacrificing which one? We're sacrificing one of these guys. Which one's going? Are we getting rid of Rubber? Or are we getting rid of? Hello, we're back. Sorry, little oopsie daisy. We are back. I am on the charger currently, though. We have to stay on the charger. So we only have a few more things to go. So I think we're replacing Rubber for Mechagodzilla. There you go. Oh, you're not gonna want to stand, are you? You're gonna take a shelf dive. Oh man, that sucks. Come back up, Suko. Come on. Let's get Hugh here. Stay up. Stay up. Stay standing. There. There. Oh my goodness. Can you just lock in, Kong? Can you maybe not fall for 2 seconds? Thanks. Jeez. You there. You there. And you're not gonna fall, are you? I want you not to fall. You're all right, that's it. You're not getting displayed. Good for you, man. Glad. Oh, can you not? Why are the Kongs falling? The Kongs just want to die. So let's get Mechagodzilla going here because we were replacing rubber, and there he is. He's all in his hunched over Playmates glory. Does that look all right? Yeah, but now we got to fill this space here. So we go back here. I think 2014 gets to fill his spot. Let's put 2014 there. Let me just get the charger over here really quick. Sorry guys, 1 second. And we're back, we're good. We're doing well. Let's just stand him upright, and hopefully after that, we will be complete. And I'll give you the room tour really quick. Bam, there we go. So these two are getting banished because we no longer have any place to put them. And they're not wanted. So these two are going down here in the banished. Sorry guys. Along with Rubber too. Hi Rubber. So you're going down here. And then I have these two guys. These guys can just slip in there really quick. He'll just slip it here in the back. Right there. That's good enough. And then 2014, he can go right by 2014. Perfect. And that's it. That looks great. All we have to do is situate some stuff in the Shin Godzilla region. And let's check the bed, see if there's any more little guys that we're missing. Oh, Gameras. That's what I was forgetting about. Let's get Gameras up there. Let's get some Gameras going up there by the AT-AT. There we go. And then Burning Gamera, you're going to go in the same place. Since I can't really reach, you're going to go up there. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then what else? You're busted. I'm going to fix you up with hot glue. Destroy a wing. That's a magnet. Shimo breath. We could put the breath in Shimo's mouth. That works. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some Shimo breath going. Awesome. That's good. Perfect. And then we got some Rodans. You guys are all getting banished. Zilla. Where's Zilla going? Zilla can fit in somewhere, I'm sure. Maybe like back here. Sure. Yeah, you can go like right there, Zilla. That works. And then we just have these comic books we could put somewhere. Let's just put them. We'll just put them on top of here for now. I'll figure out where they can go after stream, off stream. So now with that, it's pretty much all sorted. We pretty much have everything Godzilla of mine sorted. So we'll start from the top and go to the bottom of everything that we've just sorted. First up, Ultraman. Next up, SH Monster. Just like, you love Star Wars? Well, I have a lot of Star Wars stuff actually. Here's the AT-AT, here's the TIE Fighter, here's this little white ship, and there's a buildable General Grievous. And then, right up here, we have Monster Arts Godzilla, along with Hedorah. Such a beautiful figure, and a little explosion effect. Some more Hedorahs. Tank versus Shin Godzilla. He's very cool. He's an expensive figure, too. He can open and close his mouth. Posable tail. Skullcrawler, we're going to open his mouth, too. Monster Arts Gigan. Super cool figure. One of my first. Mechagodzilla versus Godzilla 2021. Then we're back. Hello, we are back again. Phone died a second time. I'm just really quickly gonna I'm gonna go over everything that we've done, and then I'm gonna end stream. So here we've got the Showa era, starting at the 54s, moving across. We've got a Ghidorah here, very cool Anguirus. We've got Manila and Gabra, a glow-in-the-dark, sparkly Godzilla 1964, bunch of Godzilla mystery minis, including a Hedorah and a Destroya. We've got a Ebra, we've got a Kamacuras, and we've got a Super 7 dancing Golden Godzilla, along with a bunch of Hedorah figures, more mystery minis, a Baragon figure, a Gigan, a Megalon, a more Super 7 figures. These two are Cherry Blossoms. We've got two Mechagodzilla figures in the back, a Jet Jaguar, a King Caesar, two more Super 7 figures. One of these is also a Ghost version. And then we got to move over to the movies. We got a movie collection here. We've got Godzilla. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. I don't know what I would stream. Maybe I can stream some stop motions I'll be making, but I don't think so. Maybe. Depends. And then here we've got more Godzillas. This is the Heisei era. We've got Mecha Ghidorah, Destroya again, Little Kiryu, Burning Godzilla handmade by robots. And then we've got some more little finger puppet Godzillas. We got a Mothra Larva, Batra Larva, Space Godzilla. I'm gonna go fast because my phone's dying. Godzilla Ramen Drink, Godzilla Funko Pop, Batra, Mothra, Rodan in the back, Biollante, and Godzilla from Biollante. More chibi Godzillas and little finger puppets, along with a few Gashapon figures and a Zilla ornament. We've got some Millennium figures. We've got this, Rodan, Godzilla Funko Pop, this little Megaguirus in the back. We've got some Hedorahs, two Kiryus, another Kiryu here, two little finger puppets again. And then down here we've got some Shin Godzillas. We've got a Shin Godzilla Funko Pop and a Godzilla Singular Point Funko Pop. We've got a SH Monster Arts Rodan. We've got a NECA Shin Godzilla, a few -1s, Gemstone Megalon, and Gemstone Godzilla. And some more -1s. And then down here we've got the Monsterverse shelf that most of you've probably seen. We've got Shimo, Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, bigger evolved Godzilla, vintage Mecha King Ghidorah, and a bunch of Playmates Monsterverse figures. And that'll about wrap it up for the stream today. I thank you guys a lot for watching, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day on this fine July 5th. See you guys. Bye-bye.